It's more than I could have ever imagined, essentially, and I'm excited for all of it.
It's going to surprise a lot of people, and it'll bring so many more players back to the game.
Some members of our community have been supporting us and the work we've been doing on the game since way before the official launch. They've been given access to the game very early on, have seen it in many different forms, and it's thanks to their feedback that the game has become what it is today.
Well, I first started playing Skull and Bones in closed beta.
First time I crossed the open seas in my little dinky little badar, right? It was breathtaking, but it was also bloody terrifying.
This is something I want to do. Instead of just being running around, I want to have this pirate ship.
Ships are amazing, and just the way it looked, the graphics were out of this world to me.
I can't explain it, but it's taken me away from being that person of platinum trophy. Once I've got it, I don't play again. And when I started to play Skull and Bones and I finally achieved the platinum trophy, something about the game was just captivated me to keep playing. The beauty of the game, the graphics, the way everything looks off the ocean.
That was my first impression coming into the game, and it was like, this game looks amazing.
I think what drives me the most is seeing how the game evolves. The ability to see the resonance of how people react to certain changes, that like you've potentially even helped go into the right direction, is what is really exciting.
Being able to be a small part of making the game into what it is and its future. Some of the ideas or even just small changes that I've proposed in the Insider and the Keeper program, seeing that make that into the live game, I don't know, it's just a point of pride.
They've been alongside the development, like the step through everything, like how things have changed in that, like, you know, and how their support and their knowledge has, you know, made this game grow.
It's always been very important for us to bring our most engaged players and our insiders who've been part of the journey from the very beginning in order to show them what's next and of course get their thoughts on our plans for Year 3. We pick those players very carefully based on their playtime, the deep understanding they have of the game, how active they are within the broader community. Our goal is always to make sure we have a very strong alignment between our vision for the future and what the community really wants. What really stands out from those conversations is how open they are about the things that they are really passionate about, but also other things where we might disagree on. At the end of the day, it's something that we're building together with the community, for the community.
Workshop was just riveting. I've had so much fun. I've learned so much about the game that I didn't even know about. And I thought I knew everything about the game already, so this has been just amazing.
From what I've heard, very exciting and heading very much in a community direction.
Coming to this workshop and seeing just how grand and like you forward thinking those plans were. I'm sitting here like there is so much planned and so much they want to bring to this game.
There should be a lot of things coming together that should excite players of all different interests.
For me, is the quality of life changes, the UI, the UX. What I've seen, it's amazing. It's a world of a difference.
One thing that for me that was the most unexpected was the galleon. It's coming.
I like that the workshops give us a direct connection to the devs. I know that outside of this room, people don't see the work that goes into the game.
Seeing the thought and design process all behind the scenes, I think it's probably been my favorite part, and the effort that gets put into the game. I like seeing how the game is made and just how passionate the team is.
The workshops are pretty intense. It's a lot of like, and in a good way. These are like very open and honest conversations between the developers, the players, the keepers, and the insiders. And that's what I truly love about it. Like no suggestion, like no discussion is left like unexplored. It really matters to have that conversation with the devs.
Being able to actually talk to the developers themselves. It's not just us giving feedback, it's them also like coming back to us and saying, these are the reasons we do this is the reasons we don't do this. And, you know, even to the point where some of the times we've even had where we were like, you know, they'll go, oh, what do you think about this? And we're like, oh, that's cool, but you know, it would be cooler if that, and you watch their faces light up because it gives them that, like, you know, you could see the ideas that they suddenly could have. because they're like, oh, that's something that we might not have looked at.
My favorite moment from the last couple of years is probably seeing how people at the studio, developers, evolved over time as well and like grew with the project together.
If I could say one thing to the Skull and Bones community, it would be have a little patience because the game is going to blow your mind.
Wow, there is so much coming. It's goosebumps.